Hi guys, welcome back. Today, at long last, I'm back with one of my board game videos. I don't know about you, but I also really enjoy playing board games with my family and friends around the holidays. And because we are now well into December, I thought I would show you 3 games that I will definitely bring back to my parents' house and that we're gonna play with my family. All these games are super easy to learn and they are also well suited to play with people who are used to playing games and people who aren't. So without further ado, let's get into the games. Colt Express is a Wild West themed game for up to 6 players, designed by Christophe Raimbault and illustrated by Ian Paravel and Jordi Valbuena. In this game, each player takes on the role of an outlaw, trying to become the richest by robbing a train, while at the same time evading the marshal and their treacherous fellow players. Within the 5 rounds that make up one game, the players will first take turns and plan their actions by placing the cards with the corresponding actions onto a central stack. In the stealing phase, the cards are revealed one by one, and the depicted actions are carried out, which include moving horizontally or vertically in the train, shooting or punching another player, stealing loot, or moving the marshal. This game is beautifully designed. The 3-dimensional train is super cool and it really helps the players engage with the gameplay. The rules are very easily explained and the game is fun to play for casual and experienced gamers alike. It's the kind of game that gets players around the table really loud, really fast. Because you might plan your actions carefully all you want, there is really no accounting for the ridiculous things your fellow players might have planned simultaneously. And as the actions are carried out one by one, it's really hilarious to see the game unfold. I love this game. It's a perfect door opener for newbie board gamers and can be made more complex at your leisure by adding the various expansions available, including horses, a stagecoach, and a prison car. When I Dream is a word and storytelling game for 4 to 10 players, designed by Darsaklis and illustrated by a huge team of more than 15 really talented artists. In each round of the game, each player takes the role of the dreamer, drifting into sleep, while the other players are dealt cards that will determine whether they are good or bad spirits, or if there are tricksters that will switch sides as the game goes by. For 2 minutes, the spirits will then draw dream cards depicting an element of the dreamer's dream, may it be animals or places or objects. Taking turns, these spirits then describe the element using one word only, trying to steer the dreamer's guess to the correct or the wrong word, depending on whether they're well-meaning spirits or not. When the game is up, the good spirits get a point for each correctly guessed word, and the naughty spirits get 1 point for every wrongly guessed element. The tricksters get points according to how well balanced the wrong and right answers were, and gain extra points if they manage to equally balance the two. Finally, the dreamer can earn extra points if he or she manages to storytell their dream by including all the elements they had to guess. I love well-designed deduction and storytelling games, and this one is one of my favorites. It's super quick to learn and can go on for any amounts of rounds you wish. It's super easy to jump in and out of the game, and each role is interesting to play. And it's super fun to try and find that right balance of steering the dreamer's guesses into a certain direction without giving away too much of your agenda. When I Dream is also a really fun game to play with family or friends alike, because it's one of these games with which you also get to know each other better and understand how your fellow players tick. Bonanza is a card game for 3 to 5 players designed by Uwe Rosenberg. In this game, players are growing and selling different varieties of beans, featured on the hilariously illustrated playing cards, and try to make the most money from it. Each player has 2 virtual fields available in front of them, and each field can only accommodate the same variety of beans. And because the cards are drawn randomly by each player in turns, everyone has to rely on trading with each other to get the varieties they need to expand their harvests, because the gain from each harvested field depends on the number of beans on the field and on the rarity of the bean variety within the game. This game is great to play with people who love to discuss and trade, and in my family most of the rounds end up in hilarious discussions of, if you give me that bean now, I'll owe you later, or I gave you this one for cheap before, so now you owe me. Bonanza is such a fun game that you can get for really cheap. The format is so small it allows you to take it with you anywhere, and I highly recommend it if you're looking for 45 minutes to an hour of fun. So that's it, guys. These were the 3 games I wanted to mention today. Let me know if you have ever heard of them or even played them. If any of these sound like something you could get for yourself or try to play. I would love to know what kind of games you guys play at family gatherings. Are you playing more like classical card games, or are you playing any board games? I would love to know, so please tell me in the comments down below. I hope you are all having a wonderful Advent time, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!